Pickleball Scottish Open. We know you're a fan of pickleball, even hosting pickleball and Prosecco events at Cromley's. I've seen you playing even in Central Park in New York, which looked like huge amounts of fun. I'm wondering, what is it that attracted you to this game in the first place?
I think the first time that I played it, I was in Hilton Head Island.
Great, nice.
And I was at a tennis conference. I was speaking at a tennis conference, and the conference took all of the speakers as a treat to a pickleball club. And I'd never heard of pickleball. I thought we were going to a nightclub, and that's what it was called. So I even asked what I should wear. Anyway, we got there, and there were 16 pickleball courts and a lovely little pavilion. And it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and every single court was full. And I'm thinking that's 64 people playing this, whatever it is. And we had a little lesson with a coach and taught us the rules and the scoring system, which I'm a former badminton player, so the scoring system was old-fashioned badminton scoring. But what I loved about it was the fun element and the doability. You know, and I figured anyone can try this. And the court is quite small, so someone of my age who finds the tennis court too big now, it's a perfect transfer out of tennis into something that will keep me in a similar game. But at the other end of the scale, I could also see how it's a great introduction to any kind of racket sport. Because it is so doable. You know, it's the small space, the small racket. The racket is pretty funky. It's like a giant table tennis bat, as you know. You know, and the ball is quite funky as well with the holes in it. It's noisy. I just think it's just fun and engaging, and it's incredibly inclusive. And for Scotland, it's a perfect fit for us. We have terrible weather, but we have badminton courts everywhere. Yep. And every school, every community centre, sports centre has got badminton. Even church halls have badminton courts. So in terms of setting it up quickly, wherever you are, I think it's a perfect fit for getting more people more active more often in Scotland.
And what we're finding at Pickleball Scotland is the people of Scotland just couldn't agree with you more, because the game is now exploding in all corners. And thank you to you for being a supporter and a good friend to Pickleball Scotland in our pursuit of growing the game in Scotland. So at this event we've got 370 some competitors. The entry, I don't know if I've said this to you already, the entry when we opened it filled within 48 hours. That is the incredible appeal of this game. We've got 900 matches happening over the weekend. Are you surprised in any way at the pace of the growth?
I'm not actually surprised at all because of the doability of it, not just the playing of it, but I think the accessibility of it, because there are badminton courts everywhere. It's an easy transfer. I think it suits what we have in Scotland in terms of facilities anyway. But no, I've watched it on Instagram in the States ever since I was introduced to it. And the way that it has exploded in the States and in Canada is absolutely incredible. The events that are being put on, the leagues that are being run, the big name sports stars who are investing in pickleball teams, it's absolutely huge. And you know, at Scotland it's still just the start. And I think what you've done here with the Skechers event shows what's possible. You've outstripped the demand already. There's a great buzz about the place. It feels very relaxed, very friendly. Everybody seems to be enjoying themselves. And the level of play at the top end is brilliant, but at the fact that you have categories according to ability level means that anybody can come and join in. And that's the beauty of sport, because we need to become a more active nation again, and I think pickleball has a huge part to play in that.
I couldn't agree with you more, and I think just this idea of it being very accessible is key to its appeal and its benefits for the people of Scotland. I'd just like to say thank you very much to you, Judy, for coming along today, and it's great to hear your enthusiasm for the game, and thank you for being a friend to Pickleball Scotland.
You're so welcome, and I'm a huge fan of what you and your gang have done, and I know you have a wealth of international sporting experience on the playing side, the refereeing side, the administering side, the event management side. And what you have achieved in a short space of time as largely a group of volunteers with a very limited budget is absolutely phenomenal.
Much appreciated, really appreciate that. Thanks, Judy.